Welcome back to The Forge. I'm your host, lead analyst, and fellow traveler on this road, James. If you have been watching the shelves at your local gun store lately, or scrolling through the endless pages of online listings, you have probably noticed the same thing I have. The price of admission is going up. Inflation has hit the grocery aisle, the gas pump, and yes, it has hit the gun safe. But here is the thing about white-tailed deer, elk, and wild hogs. They do not care about the economy. The rut still happens, the seasons still change, and the freezer still needs filling. For a lot of us, specifically those of us who have been around the block a few times, the days of buying a rifle just to have a pretty showpiece are over. We want tools. We want steel that works when it is freezing, stocks that don't crack when they bounce around the bed of a pickup truck, and actions that cycle smoothly, whether you are 20 years old or 70. We are looking for that sweet spot, the intersection where hard-earned money meets undeniable reliability. Today, we are cutting through the marketing hype. We are not looking at the $4,000 custom rigs that you are afraid to scratch. We are looking at the workhorses, the best hunting rifles and calibers for the money that will get the job done this season and for 10 seasons after that. We are talking about rifles that offer the most dependable, reliable performance at the cheapest cost without sacrificing the quality that keeps you safe. We have tested actions, we have compared ballistics, and we have listened to you, the community. Once we have narrowed it down to the top 5 contenders for 2026, these are the guns that punch way above their weight class. Before we open the logbook and get to number 5, do me a favor. If you value honest, slow-burn analysis that respects your time and your wallet, go ahead and click that subscribe button right now. It is the best way to support the channel and ensures you never miss a review. Got it? Good. Let's head to the bench. Number 5, the Savage Axis 2XP and 6.5, Creedmoor. We are starting our countdown with a rifle that changed the definition of entry level. For decades, if you bought a budget rifle, you had to accept a gritty trigger, a sticky bolt, and accuracy that was minute of barn door. Then Savage Arms decided to change the rules. Our number 5 spot goes to the Savage Axis 2XP, specifically paired with the modern classic cartridge, the 6.5 Creedmoor. To understand why this rifle is here, we have to look back at the history of Savage Arms. Founded in 1894 by Arthur Savage in Utica, New York, this company has always been about innovation for the common man. They gave us the Model 99 lever action, a marvel of its time. But in the modern era, Savage became famous for the Model 110, one of the strongest bolt actions ever made. However, the Model 110 eventually became too expensive for a first-time hunter or a budget-conscious retiree. Savage needed something leaner. They stripped away the non-essentials, redesigned the receiver to be easier to machine, and birthed the Axis line. It was originally called the Edge, but renamed the Axis, and it became the gateway drug for millions of American hunters. The deep analysis of the Axis II reveals why it holds up. The original Axis had one fatal flaw, a heavy, terrible trigger. The Axis II fixed that by including Savage's legendary AccuTrigger. This is a user-adjustable trigger with a safety blade in the center. It allows you to have a light, crisp pull, often around 3 or 4 pounds, without the risk of the gun going off if dropped. For a rifle that often costs less than a set of new truck tires, that is revolutionary. The receiver is carbon steel, drilled and tapped for optics. The barrel is button rifled, a process Savage has mastered to produce barrels that are far more accurate than they have any right to be at this price point. It uses a floating bolt head, which naturally aligns itself with the chamber face, only ensuring consistent lockup every time you close the bolt. This self-adjusting design is the secret sauce behind Savage's reputation for out-of-the-box accuracy. Now let's talk about the cultural role of this setup. The Axis II is the people's rifle. It is the gun you buy for your grandson's first hunt. It is the gun you keep behind the seat of the tractor. It is the loaner rifle you hand to a friend who flew in for a hunt but didn't bring their own gear. It is unpretentious. It doesn't care if you scratch it, it just works. We have paired this rifle with the 6.5 Creedmoor for a very specific reason. I know. Some of the old guard roll their eyes at the Creedmoor. But for the demographic of this channel, men who want efficiency and low recoil, it is undeniable. The 6.5 Creedmoor offers a ballistic trajectory that stays flat way out past 300 yards, but it hits your shoulder with significantly less force than a 308 or a 30-06. In a lightweight budget rifle like the Axis, which has a hollow synthetic stock that doesn't soak up much recoil, that lighter caliber is a godsend. It allows you to practice more without developing a flinch. It is lethal on whitetail and antelope, and with proper shot placement, it handles elk just fine. The core reason the Savage Axis 2 XP is on this list is simple: accuracy per dollar. You can spend 3 times as much on a rifle and not see a difference in group size at 100 yards. It is the cheapest cost option that we can honestly call dependable. However, we have to be honest about the pros and cons. On the pros, the price is unbeatable. The Accu trigger is fantastic. The accuracy is often sub-MOA with factory ammo. It usually comes as a package deal with a scope already mounted and bore-sighted, saving you hassle. The cons. The stock feels cheap. It is hollow plastic, it flexes if you use a bipod, and it feels a bit like a toy in the hands. The bolt lift is heavy. You have to give it a good yank to cock the action. And the included scope is usually serviceable, but basic. You will probably want to upgrade the glass eventually. Pricing. As we look at the market in early 2026, the MSRP for the Savage Axis 2 XP package sits around $540. However, the real-world street price is often much lower. You can find these on sale at big box stores for under $450. For a rifle and scope combo that shoots straight, that is a value proposition that is almost impossible to beat. Number 4, the CVA Cascade in 7mm I.08 Remington. Moving up the ladder, we arrive at our number 4 spot. This is a rifle that took the industry by surprise a few years ago and has since cemented itself as the sleeper hit of the decade. It is the CVA Cascade, and we are pairing it with the highly efficient 7mm I.08 Remington. Let's look at the history here. CVA, or Connecticut Valley Arms, was known for decades as a muzzleloader company. They made black powder rifles. That was their lane. When they announced they were making a bolt-action centerfire rifle, many seasoned firearms analysts were skeptical. Why would a muzzleloader company try to compete with Remington and Ruger? But CVA had an ace up their sleeve. They are owned by the same parent company as Bergara, the Spanish barrel makers who took the precision world by storm. The CVA Cascade is effectively a budget-friendly cousin to the high-end Bergara rifles. The analysis of the Cascade shows a level of refinement that is rare in the budget category. The first thing you notice when you pick it up is the stock. Unlike the hard, slippery plastic of the Savage, the CVA Cascade features a soft-touch synthetic stock. It feels rubberized, warm to the touch, and grippy even in the rain. It has a fiberglass reinforced construction that feels solid, not hollow. The action features a 70-degree bolt throw. This is a technical trait that matters. Most older actions have a 90-degree throw, meaning the bolt handle lifts high, almost hitting your scope. The 70-degree throw on the Cascade is faster, lower, and gives you plenty of clearance for large optics. The barrel is the star of the show. 4140 carbon steel, finished in a matte-driven flat dark earth Cerakote or a blued finish, depending on the model. It is threaded at the muzzle, which is a huge plus if you plan to run a suppressor or a muzzle brake to tame recoil as you get older. Culturally, the CVA Cascade has filled the void left by the decline of the Remington Model 700. It appeals to the hunter who wants something that feels custom but costs factory. It is a favorite among southern deer hunters and Midwest stand hunters who appreciate the shorter barrel options for maneuvering in a blind. We chose the 7mm I.08 Remington for this rifle. The 7mm I.08 is simply a 308 cartridge neck down to hold a 7mm I bullet. It is, in my humble opinion, one of the most mechanically perfect whitetail cartridges ever designed. It has better sectional density than the 308, meaning it penetrates deep. It shoots flatter than the 308, yet it has mild recoil. In the CVA Cascade, which has a decent recoil pad and good ergonomics, the 7mm I-08 is a joy to shoot. It is efficient, using less powder to do more work. It is the thinking man's cartridge. The core reason the CVA Cascade takes the number 4 spot is refinement. It does not feel like a cheap gun. When you work the bolt, it glides. When you shoulder the stock, it fits. It includes length of pull spacers, so you can adjust the stock length. Perfect if you are wearing a heavy winter coat or if you want to pass the rifle down to a smaller frame shooter. The pros: excellent barrel quality. The stock is superior to almost anything else in this price range. It comes threaded for a suppressor. The bolt is smooth. The cons: the magazine is proprietary and made of plastic. Spares can be a bit hard to find at local hardware stores compared to Ruger or Savage magazines. The trigger is good, but not quite as crisp as the Savage AccuTrigger out of the box. Pricing: the MSRP. So for the CVA Cascade hovers around $800 in 2026. However, do not let that number scare you. The street price, what you actually pay at the counter, is usually between $650 and $700. For a rifle that feels like it should cost $1,000, that is a tremendous bargain. We are halfway through our list of the best hunting rifles and calibers for the money. We have covered the entry-level King and the refined sleeper. Coming up, we have the tank, the modern standard, and the European masterpiece. But before we move on, I want to hear from you. Many of you watching this on your living room TV have been hunting since before polymer stocks were even a thing. You remember the days of wood and blued steel. I want you to grab your phone, scan the QR, a code on the screen, or just open the YouTube app and leave a comment. What was the first hunting rifle you ever bought with your own money? Was it a Winchester 94? A surplus Mozar? Let me know down below. I read the comments and I love hearing the history you all bring to this channel. All right, let's get back to the list. Number 3 is going to be heavy in the best way possible. Number 3, the Howa 1500 and Weatherby Vanguard in 30-06 Springfield. Our number 3 spot is a unique entry because it covers 2 rifles that share the same heart. We are talking about the Howa 1500 and the Weatherby Vanguard. For this heavy-duty platform, there is only one caliber that feels right: the legendary 30-06 Springfield. The history here takes us across the Pacific. Howa Machinery in Japan has been a heavy industrial manufacturer since the early 20th century. They make machinery, truck parts, and military firearms. In the post-war era, they began manufacturing a bolt-action rifle that was built like a bank vault. Roy Weatherby, the American speed demon who created the Magnum cartridge craze, recognized the quality of Howa steel. He contracted them to build his Vanguard line of rifles. To this day, the Howa 1500 and the Weatherby Vanguard share the same barreled action. If you buy one, you are effectively buying the other, with just differences in the stock and branding. The deep analysis of the Howa 1500 action reveals why it is considered the tank of the budget world. This is not a lightweight mountain rifle, it is solid steel. The receiver has a flat bottom with an integral recoil lug forged right into the metal. Most budget rifles use a washer for a recoil lug, sandwiched between the barrel and receiver. Howa forges it as one piece. That means it is incredibly strong and rigid. If you drop this rifle, it probably won't lose zero. It might actually break the rock it lands on. The bolt features massive dual locking lugs and M16 style extractor that is one of the most reliable in the industry. It also features the HACT, 2-stage trigger. A 2-stage trigger has a little bit of free travel, the take-up before you hit the wall, and then a crisp break. This aids in accuracy because it allows you to prep the trigger mentally before sending the round. Culturally, this rifle appeals to the buy-it-for-life crowd. It is for the hunter who values durability over ounce counting. It is heavy, yes, but that weight serves a purpose. It soaks up recoil. That brings us to the caliber, the 30-06 Springfield. If you are going to carry a rifle this robust, you should chamber it in a cartridge that can do absolutely anything. The 30-06 has been the gold standard of North American hunting for over 100 years. It can shoot light 125-grain bullets for coyotes or heavy 220 grain solids for grizzly bears. In a light rifle, the .6 can kick like a mule, but in the heavier HOA 1500, that recoil is tamed into a firm push. This combo is dependable, powerful, and ammo is available at every gas station in America. And the core reason the HOA 1500 lands at number 3 is indestructibility. This is the rifle you buy if you plan to hunt in rough terrain, bounce around on a quad bike, or if you are simply hard on your gear. It will not fail you. It holds up for years, as to decades even, at a cost that is surprisingly low. The pros: incredible build quality. Japanese steel is some of the best in the world. The integral recoil lug ensures accuracy. The 2-stage trigger is excellent. It is very safe, featuring a 3-position safety that locks the bolt. The cons: weight. This rifle is heavy. If you are hiking 10 miles a day at 10,000 feet, you will feel it. The stock on the base model HOA can be a bit rubbery, though the Weatherby Vanguard stocks are usually nicer. Pricing: in 2026, you can pick up a HOA 1500 barreled action for as little as $450 and drop it into a stock of your choice. A complete Weatherby Vanguard starts around $700 MSRP, with street prices often dipping near $600. For a rifle that will outlive your grandchildren, that is pennies on the dollar. Number 2. The Ruger American Generation 2 in 308 Winchester. We have reached the runner-up spot, and frankly, this rifle was fighting hard for number 1. It is the evolution of a modern legend. Number 2 is the Ruger American Gen 2, paired with the universal soldier of cartridges, the 308 Winchester. The story of the Ruger American is a lesson in listening to your customers. When the original Ruger American launched over a decade ago, it was a massive success because it was cheap and accurate, but users had complaints. The stock felt flimsy. For a reason the Ruger American Gen 2 is number 2 is feature density. You simply cannot find another rifle on the market that offers fluted barrels, Cerakote finish, adjustable stocks, and a muzzle brake included in the box for this price. It is a custom rifle feature set at a production rifle price. The pros: incredible value for features. The 3-position safety adds peace of mind. The rifle is lightweight and easy to carry. Accuracy is typically superb thanks to Ruger's power bedding block system. The cons: the bolt, while smoother than the Gen 1, still has a bit of that zipper sound due to the machining marks. It isn't glass smooth like the Tiku, and the magazine release can be a little fiddly for some fingers. Pricing: the MSRP for the Ruger American Gen 2 is sitting around $729. You will see them on the shelf for about $600. For a rifle that is essentially rust-proof and ready for any weather, it is a steal. Number 1. The Tiku T3X Light in 2.70 Winchester. And now we arrive at the summit, the rifle that sets the standard for what a hunting tool should be. It is not the cheapest on this list, but it is the best value because you will never, ever need to replace it. Number 1 is the Tiku T3X Light, paired with the flat-shooting 2.70 Winchester. The history of Tiku is rooted in the frozen forests of Finland. Tiku is a subsidiary of SOCO, a prestigious firearms manufacturer. In Finland, while hunting isn't just a sport, it is a way of life and a necessity. The engineers at Tiku designed the T3 and the improved T3X to function in the harshest Arctic conditions. If a rifle freezes up in Finland, you don't eat. That philosophy of absolute reliability is baked into every millimeter of this gun. The analysis of the T3X Lite reveals perfection in simplicity. The action is the smoothest in the business. Period. You can cycle the bolt with your pinky finger. It feels like it is running on ball bearings covered in oil. This speed allows for incredibly fast follow-up shots if you need them. The barrel is cold hammer forged, a process that hardens the steel and creates a mirror smooth internal bore that is incredibly accurate and easy to clean. Tiku guarantees that every single rifle they sell will shoot a 3-shot group of under 1 inch at 100 yards. They don't just say it, they test it at the factory before it ships. The stock, while polymer, is filled with foam in the rear to deaden the noise. It has interchangeable grips so you can change the angle of your hand. We are pairing this finished masterpiece with an American icon, the 270 Winchester, the T3. X Light is a light rifle, hence the name. The 270 is a fast, flat shooting cartridge that matches the mountain rifle ethos of the TQ perfectly. It shoots flatter than the 308 and hits harder at distance than the 6.5 Creedmoor. It is the caliber of Jack O'Connor, the famous writer who hunted sheep at high altitudes. A TQ in 270 is a laser beam. It is reliable, lethal, and elegant. The core reason the TQ T3 X Light is #1 is quality of life. It is not just that it shoots straight, it is how it feels. The trigger breaks like a glass rod, crisp, clean, zero creep. The magazine clicks in positively. The bolt handle doesn't wiggle. It is a masterclass in manufacturing. It holds its value better than any other rifle on this list. If you buy a TQ today, it will still be a premium hunting tool in 20 years. The pros: the smoothest action in the world, guaranteed accuracy, high-quality polymer that doesn't feel cheap, excellent trigger, lightweight for carrying all day. The cons: it is the most expensive option on this list. The magazines are expensive, often $50 or more for a spare. It is a long-action receiver even for short calibers, which is a minor technical quirk that doesn't affect performance, but bugs some purists. Pricing: as of 2026, the TQ T3 X Light has seen some price creep due to its popularity. MSRP is around $900. You can usually find them on the street for between $750 and $800. It is a step up in price from the Savage or the Ruger, but the jump in quality is undeniable. It is the buy once, cry once option that you will never regret. So there you have it, the top 5 hunting rifles and calibers for the money in 2026. From the budget-friendly Savage Axis II that gets you in the woods for pennies, to the refined CVA Cascade, the indestructible HOA 1500, the feature-packed Ruger American Gen 2, and finally the flawless TQ T3 X Light. The common thread here is reliability. None of these rifles are show ponies. They are tools. They are designed to be carried in the rain, dragged through the brush, and fired when the moment of truth arrives. Whether you are a new hunter looking for your first gun or a seasoned veteran looking to add a dependable backup to your safe, you cannot go wrong with any of these 5. The best rifle is the one you can afford to practice with. A $400 Savage that you shoot every weekend is deadlier than a $4,000 custom rig that sits in the safe gathering dust. So pick the one that fits your budget, buy some quality ammo, and get to the range. I want to know which one of these 5 you would choose. Are you Team Ruger or Team TQ, or do you have a hidden gem? Maybe a used Remington 700 or a vintage Moser that you think beats them all? Leave a comment down below. I try to reply to as many as I can. If you found this video helpful, please hit that like button. It helps the algorithm get this information to other hunters who need it. Share this with your hunting buddies, and if you haven't already, subscribe to Gunforge. We have a lot more deep dives coming up, including a head-to-head torture test of the scopes that go on these rifles. You won't want to miss that. Until next time, keep your powder dry and your aim true. Stay safe, stay informed, and I'll see you in the next one. This is Gunforge signing off. Would you like me to generate a thumbnail image concept or a list of specific timestamps for this script?